Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So in this video, we're going to take on EX2 of the Trial of Burning Rage. Again, if you've watched my fight on EX1 Extreme level, you'll know that these are the tough versions of the trials. Enemies can change to fire zone at all times, and so you really need 1 or 2 zone setters to kind of change back to water, and all the enemies are weak to water, so you can exploit that provided you have a pretty decent water team. There are also more restrictions than the normal version, so watch out for those as well. Okay, so stage 2 is not much more difficult than stage 1, I would feel. Again, we do have the ability to AF in this one as opposed to stage 1, and so we can do a large 2-turn AF if we'd like. And we're just going to make sure we get the right targets. These don't have HP stoppers, so you can just blow right through them without any worry about anything. Just stack all your stacks if needed, especially for your AS units. So AS Hismina, for example, we want the 5 stacks. We want to make sure we have the extra attack from AS Shigiri. I don't think you actually need AS Shigiri. I just wanted to try him and see if he was valuable in this stage. I think you can actually continue just using AS Foreign. However, we have him in here just for a little bit of variability. He does VC in and not only establish water zone, he can do 1 hit, which helps you charge the bar as well. So actually a little bit of utility in that sense. All right. Not only that, but depending on the number of moves done the previous turn, AS Shigiri can boost type attack by up to 70% based on 7 stacks if you got 7 moves in. The most powerful way to do that is after an AF. Other than that, you know, on average, you only get 4 moves a turn. So there's that. Now you can see I wasted a move there. Technically, I should have spread out the attack between AS Shigiri as well as AS Hismina, being that he does have that end of turn, which would have wiped out that sliver of life from these monsters. That being said, I didn't want to re-record it because, you know, as long as I have beaten the challenge, I consider that a win. You can always clean it up or even find more elegant strategies to do this. This is just kind of my own journey as to what I kind of experimented with in order to beat these fights. And usually I go with the same team unless I really find that it's too difficult, in which case I kind of try to change up the strategy just a little bit. Now in this case, you can see that AS Annabelle was used in all the normal stages as well as used in EX1, and so we're going to use the same kind of strategy. Okay, so for wave 3, same thing. We have an AF. We're going to activate it right away. Remember that we talked about AS Shigiri getting a boost depending on the number of moves done that turn, and so the boost will come to all your party members in the front line the very next turn. Not only that, but if you do that extra Tenjin Repa, then it'll do an additional attack at the end of turn. So keep that in mind. Note that you're also stacking all your buffs as well as your stacks. So I had Guardian Soul cast near the end of the AF. And we're already at the 4th and final wave. Remember that if you have all our stacks, especially with AS Hismina doing our main single target DPS, we really shouldn't have a problem here. We do have shields, we have extra power. The boss does restart zone, so keep that in mind when fighting any of these stages, that you will have to time your VCs in if you don't have an AS Annabelle, or you can just overpower the enemies just like that. In this case, 1 shot from AS Shigiri was able to bring down Dark Salamander. It's just very similar to other fights where he kind of has almost 2 lives, the standing up life and then the lying down life, and then you have to kill kind of both bars, so to speak. Other than that, when he's lying down, he doesn't really do much, at least for a couple of turns. It's only when he's standing up that he's a little bit more lethal. Nothing too crazy, at least at this stage. Same thing, we are using AS Annabelle to reestablish Pain, because she's the Pain setter on our team with the occasional Pain Grasser from the Dormanted Ore. And note that at the lying down stage, they each have an HP stopper as well. The standing part does not have an HP stopper, so we're glad there. And then we just have to finish off the lying down phase one last time. Fire Zone got reestablished, but even with that, we do have some powerful DPS units, and we're just going to power right through it and finish it up here, I hope. All right. So let me know in the comments below how your journey through the trials have been for the EX stages, whether or not you found the trial to fix the time distortion harder, or you found the trial of burning rage harder. I always find elemental ones in general to be a little bit more challenging, just because they establish so many different zones and it's just kind of difficult to deal with. And remember, this is only EX2. Just wait until we get to EX3 and 4. That's going to be a gong show. Alright, so one last shot. We're all done. Alright. So we didn't take too much damage there. Like I said, I didn't feel that EX2 was too challenging provided you have enough teams. Note that you do have to have all AS units and clear within 15 turns. And so that's my choice in units. To have all those AS units. I'm sure you can sub a couple of them, but if not, like I said, the AS Sheila, AS Thorn is a really good start. AS Annabelle or AS Shigiri would be, or even AS Yuna would be your water zone setter. And then, you know, if you have any other water DPS, I'm sure you can have things like AS Nika and so on and so forth. You can even use AS units to carry Grasta if you so choose. In this case, I chose AS Akane to carry Grasta for Shigiri. However, if you have, for example, an all-Lance team like we do up front, you can definitely use an AS Suzette, for example, to carry some Grasta for your team as well. Remember that AS Suzette, my waifu, does have the Eastern component, and so you can, I think you can equip Eastern Almighty Powers on her. I'll have to double check. It's been a very long time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.